Your attention, please. One show for you to see. One for you and everyone. Those amazing birds, they come to life. For 7 minutes, no one takes a siesta. See, that is what everyone is saying about the Tiki Room. Aloha. This has been a recording.
This is the Thursday edition of the Tiki Talk Chronicle for October 19th, 2017. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tiki Chronicles. This week, some news for you. The Christmas Day special will be filming at Walt Disney World November 3rd through the 7th. Friday, November 3rd will be at Disney Hollywood Studios. Saturday, November 4th, Disney's Animal Kingdom. Sunday, November 5th, Magic Kingdom. The 6th and 7th at Magic Kingdom. This is only open to cast members and not to guests outside of the world. So sorry, folks, but you need to be a cast member to experience the filming. Don't worry. You don't want to watch the same people lip sync over and over again 14 times. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to see them do it, but I'm sure that you could probably see some like from off to the sides if you're really interested in it. But yeah, as long as it doesn't, block off a chunk of the park, I'm fine with it.
All right, next, the new Sunset Season Greetings at Hollywood Studios starts November 9th. That's the new projection show. They have constructed new projection boards, strung lights, and the show will include Disney character moments, including Mickey and Minnie reminiscing about a hometown Christmas as the scene shifts into a romanticized Norman Rockwell-inspired town, starting in black and white before slowly changing to color. That sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
Toy Story characters guessing which new toys are coming this Christmas as the scene becomes covered in holiday wrapping paper. Keith the Swedish Chef from the Muppets battling as only he can while the scene turns into a giant gingerbread houses. Finally, everyone's favorite snowman except for Matt, Olaf, pining over his holiday wish as iconic music plays and the scene freezes over into a frozen winter wonderland, complete with dancing aurora borealis lights and projected falling snow.
Hey, I've always said I don't mind Olaf.
So you want to build a snowman?
As long as it doesn't
to give
snow.
warm hugs.
Yeah.
The one thing that's cool about that is the fact that they're bringing something back for the holidays to that park. It was kind of odd. They started putting the billboards up for it that this is going to be on, and there's one of Mickey and Minnie at Paradise Pier from like DCA, which obviously that's getting changed. So that was kind of odd, but it's cool that it's going to do it, and I think it'll be a nice atmosphere in that area. Will do it. I think there's enough room for everything to go, as opposed to where Osborne, it was nice, but it was extremely cramped in there, I think.
Yeah, but that's what made it great as well with the Osborne lights. And you could just walk through and you can stay as long as you wanted and you would see something new for 30, 40 minutes. As opposed to the holiday lights, they're going to have those. I don't know how often they're going to be doing the new projection shows.
Right.
While the projection shows are really cool to see, it just doesn't have that. It's not one of those things where I wouldn't need to come back night after night to see it.
True.
You see it once, you're like, okay. But you go to Osborne Lights, it's just a huge magical experience for you, and your kids are just in awe seeing those lights sparkling in front of them.
It's just something else I'll have no chance of seeing because I have a wife that teaches. So,
well, there's always divorce,
or a thing called Christmas break.
No, I wouldn't let Matt do that to himself. Next, Star Wars The Last Jedi scene coming to Star Tours parks near you. No, Star Tours near you. Starting November 17th, The Last Jedi scenes will pop in. I miss it by a couple weeks. Keith, you miss it by like 6 days.
Yeah, I know. I was so mad when I saw that today.
I still don't know how I feel because it's a month before the movie comes out.
Yeah, but it's not going to be much.
They did it for Last Jedi too, though. I mean, it's just a planet, though. I mean, it's
That's
not
true.
like it's going
no
to show
spoiler.
scenes from the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
no, they're going to sneak in the last 5 minutes of the movie just to make everybody mad.
Yeah. Next, all Run Disney races for 2018 and beyond have been canceled for the Disneyland Resort in California. They're citing because of construction with Star Wars Land. They're canceling the races there, which really stinks for runners out there. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that had already signed up for, I can't remember if the dark side or
Star Wars
light
dark
side,
side.
whatever the Star Wars outlets out there, that I've seen some reports they're starting to get refunds and everything back, but a lot of people were not very happy with that.
Well, I mean, especially when, you plan an entire trip around it.
Right.
And so if you just get a refund for the race fee, but I don't know. I do understand it, but it's just kind of stinks too.
Yep. In other Star Wars news, the new Star Wars film starring Han Solo, the name has been announced. It's just Solo. A Star Wars story.
Ooga maga Solo.
You do that so well, Keith.
I know. Well,
Lots of practice.
Me and Jabba are cousins, so.
The next thing is Disney announced a new dog policy for resorts, for 4 resorts. It's Art of Animation, Yacht Club, Port Orleans, Riverside.
Yes.
And
Fort Wilderness.
Fort
Wilderness, thank you. They are designated areas in the resort where you'll be allowed to take your dog. All of them, it's to take your dog into the room. It'll be an additional $50 per night, except for Yacht Club, which is an extra $75 per night. With that being said, they're not designated rooms. It's just designated areas of the resort. So you could have a room where dogs have been the night previous. So, take that for what it's worth. You're allowed to have up to 2 dogs per night. And there's, rules that your dogs are not allowed to bark during the day. If they are barking, if they're loud, you'll be alerted and have 30 minutes to get back to the resort. I don't know what happens if you don't make it back in 30 minutes, but you have 30 minutes to get back to the resort.
The SWAT team comes and breaks the room down.
So for you dog lovers out there, that's a good thing. For those who are allergic, it may not be a good thing. So just keep that in mind when you're choosing resorts right now, that you may end up getting a room that has had a dog in there previously.
Yeah, real quick, I called earlier today because we're actually staying at Art of Animation early November, and the way that they are getting around it, because I asked, is there any way that I could be guaranteed that I have a room without a dog, or the dog has not stayed in, and I don't have a dog next to me. And she told me the only option I would have is to change wings. Right now we're in the car section. She said I'd have to either go to, I think she said Little Mermaid or Lion King, to make sure that there's not a dog around me. She also said that there's no way that they can guarantee that there has not been a service dog in the room. So I think that's their out right there, is to say, you can't prove that it wasn't a service dog in there, and obviously they can't deny someone with a service dog. So,
right.
The other thing that surprised me about it is Fort Wilderness. I figured people were already taking dogs because it's a campground.
Yes.
I stayed there one time and I saw a person with a monkey
in your camper.
So, yeah, well, I guess the cabins are different. So,
yeah,
but yeah, it's like you said, it's based on location. And there's really not much you can do. You can put a request, but like as we all know, it's not guaranteed, and Disney does not have to, acknowledge that. The only thing that you can do is to either move to another location that dogs don't stay, or go to a different resort.
Right. Lastly, Rumor Central, which is sort of kind of confirmed, a new 350-room tower hotel being built by the Swan and Dolphin. No other information is available at this time. So, it's pretty much rumor, but most sources out there are saying that it's confirmed that there's a new resort coming right by the Swan and Dolphin. So I think that's all I have for today.
Yep. That about covers it.
All right. I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started with a mouse. Good night. Good day. Good morning. Good afternoon. Peace.
Buenos noches.
Applause! Let's give the birds a standing ovation. Applause! Up, up, down there. Applause! Everybody stand up on your feet. Ole!